Alert, alert, discovery, moreover, an inconvenient truth. Russian cosmonaut Marina Popovich warns humanity of the real catastrophe of Nibiru, the Devil's Comet planet. Subscribe our channel, and watch this video very carefully. Dr. Marina Popovich, born July 20, 1931, is a retired Soviet Air Force colonel, engineer and legendary Soviet test pilot, who holds 107 world aviation records and more than 40 types of aircraft. She is one of the most famous pilots in Russian history, and one of the most important pilots of all time. Vasilieva Marina became a pilot in the Soviet Air Force and, in 1964, a military test pilot. She is the author of 9 books and 2 screenplays. Among many other awards, she was honored as a Hero of Socialist Labor, the Order of Courage presented personally by Vladimir Putin in June 2007, and a star in the Cancer constellation is named after her. Quote, "The Russian cosmonaut announced global cataclysms, of magnitude beyond anything experienced in living memory. There will be a short period of time between all these events." Marina Popovich warns that there will be interruption of the global communication system, internet, telephone. Pre-informed civilization will avoid the physical shock and chaos of super-powerful Nibiru, however, geophysical and climatic disasters will be devastating. The cosmonaut says that humanity is at a higher, more subtle level of experience, undergoing a metamorphosis, to be connected with cosmic ascension. No one can be saved individually, this planetary transition can only be made through the synchronized unification of human consciousness. She says that the weakening of the Earth's magnetic field is the specific mechanism, which Russian scientists confidently assert will trigger this epoch of cataclysm that will be initiated by 3 pre-cataclysms. Regarding the extent and duration of the first pre-cataclysm, Russian scientists state, the first of these pre-cataclysms is imminent, an extraordinary event surpassing all natural powers known to mankind. They assert that a catastrophic seismic event will emanate from the west coast of Peru in the area of the Brazilian magnetic anomaly at the intersection of Humboldt and El Niño, which are currents in the Pacific Ocean. An area of the United States from the Gulf of Mexico to the Great Lakes will be flooded as a result of a mega tsunami, according to Edgar Cayce's prophecy. Famous American prophet, for several minutes the waters of the Mexican Gulf will join the Great Lakes, and this catastrophe will have a devastating impact on the central region, and the entire southern Pacific region, with probability of mega tsunamis, which hit the east coast of New Zealand and Australia. The tsunami could even affect the northwestern coast of Africa and the coasts of Western Europe, but the brunt of the cataclysm will fall on the east coast of North America. The second and third pre-cataclysms will be much stronger. According to the cosmonaut, the only way humanity will survive is through a process of transferring consciousness to a higher dimension. This appears to be a similar process to the ascension process described by other scientists, such as Bulgarian scientist Dr. Georgi Stankov, who claims that dimensional ascension from 2012 onwards will be the only way that humanity can escape a hell. Cataclysmic on Earth, a term Russian scientists use as well, referring to this unified consciousness and ascension process. The group of Russian scientists, the only way of salvation is the transition of humanity into another safe level of material world through united consciousness. The cosmonaut informs that in order to transfer through levels of parallel worlds, a transformation of the body is necessary. Earth's civilization can make the transition only at the highest level of the material world. This transition requires not a transformation of the body, but the destruction of the body. This destruction can be done only by laser as a result of united consciousness action. The Earth's civilization, due to insufficient consciousness perfection, has very weak action of united consciousness. The cosmonaut and a group of Russian scientists emphasize that it is essential and necessary to inform the human population of these upcoming cataclysms. The group states that civilization has to be pre-informed. Information about future cataclysms and planetary transition is the only way to prolong the life of humanity on Earth. The cosmonaut warns that humanity must make the decision about the planetary transition as quickly as possible, because after the first pre-cataclysms it will be very difficult to do so. This is related to the disconnection of telephone and internet communications in the aftermath of the super-powerful disaster. Uninformed civilization has no chance to transition in time and prolong life. Quote, she says that, it is impossible to hide in bunkers that are popular today and are sold in many countries and wait until it runs out. Because this cosmic body will cause global cataclysms that will never stop, and will only become stronger, because the purpose of global cataclysms is the destruction of our planet. In fact, NASA has concluded that holes in Earth's magnetic field are thought to be one of the factors that can amplify the effects of solar storms, causing serious changes to the Earth. Already started. The mainstream media such as The Independent and CNN have reported the existence of a giant celestial body, 4 times the size of Jupiter, perhaps a gas giant or brown dwarf star. It will be impossible to hide Nibiru for long. The Russian report, on giant celestial bodies, the IAU would also have the final say on the name of the gas giant. For the Greeks, Tyche was the goddess responsible for the fate of cities. Its name was tentatively chosen in reference to a previously, now abandoned, hypothesis that the Sun may be part of a binary system, with a dim companion, tentatively called Nemesis, which was thought responsible for mass extinctions on Earth. In myth, Tyche was the good sister of Nemesis. The cosmonaut said that Nibiru dislodged comets from the inner Oort cloud, but these have not yet been observed. All of these comets have now been pulled out of their orbits and, after several passes through the inner solar system, have faded to the point where they are much harder to detect. Astrophysicist Alexei Dmitriev warns of imminent global photon belt catastrophe. One report states, astrophysicist Alexei Dmitriev says both the Voyager 1 and Voyager 2 satellites reveal that our Sun, as well as our entire solar system, is now entering a cloud of interstellar energy. Ofer, a NASA researcher and visitor heliophysicists at George Mason University, say this cloud of interstellar energy is turbulent. Dmitriev explains that this cloud of energy is exciting the atmospheres of our planets and especially our Sun. The interstellar energy cloud continues to excite the Sun, causes the Sun to become more active, resulting in greater output from the Sun's coronal ejection and larger and more frequent solar storms and CME, resulting in the Carrington effect. It is also absorbed by the Earth, and scientists have found that this results in more earthquakes, all the time. Dramatically affect our time here on Earth. When asked how long it will take our Sun to pass through this cloud of interstellar energy, Dr. Dmitriev responded, I don't know, but if I had to guess, I'd say somewhere between 2,000 and 3,000 years. This interstellar cloud is a wispy band of charged particles through which our solar system is slowly moving through. When Dr. Dmitriev was asked what the implications of all this are for Earth, he responded, global catastrophe. As of now, this global catastrophe is basically just around the corner in NASA's warning stage definition, contemplating the last solar storm of 2012-2013. The Russian cosmonaut and scientists warn, the weakening of the Earth's magnetic field has reached a critical value, and threatens the lives of humanity. The global cataclysm that begins very soon. Subscribe and activate all notifications. Thanks.